Hello, Scorpios. Welcome to your weekly forecast for April 3rd through the 9th. We've got a full moon in Libra that's coming up here on the 5th and 6th. And as water signs, Scorpios can be pretty sensitive to moon energy. Water signs in general are probably more sensitive to moon energy than the other signs. That's not to say other signs can't feel moon energy, but we're going to see what's coming up here for Scorpio in the current energy, sun, moon, and rising. Keep in mind this is a general reading. Not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. You might need a private reading. If so, could be a good time to get one. I am having a sale through the 31st, but we'll talk about that at the end. Right now, let's just jump into the cards and see what messages are coming up here for the Scorpio collective. The first card that's coming up here for everybody is the Magician. This also came up for the Cancerian collective. So if you have Cancerian placements or if you're dealing with a Cancerian, you may want to check out that reading and kind of see what the similarities are. They're definitely coming at crossroads. So we'll see how this transpires in the Scorpio reading moving forward. But this could be Gemini or Virgo energy. If you have Gemini or Virgo placements, there could be big changes or big shifts happening for you in those houses or in those areas of your life. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini or a Virgo, that sun, moon, rising, or Venus. That might be a significant soulmate, a significant person at this time. But the Magician is very much a card of manifesting. And I've said this in previous readings. You may be seeing repeating angel numbers, 111, 1111. Every time you look at the time, 222, 333, 1111. Spirit animal messages. These are things that your angels and guides are letting you know, hey, you're on a really fast track of manifesting right now. Keep your mind focused on what you want because you're manifesting very quickly. This is also, I feel, a sense of like a new beginning. And I feel there's like this sense of Scorpio, you're wanting to put yourself way out there, like in a really big way. Maybe some of you have really been hiding, really playing small. Maybe some of you have been in hermit mode for quite some time. But I feel like a lot of you in this process have discovered certain gifts, certain talents, certain interests, and you're like, I'm going for it. I'm putting myself out there, like I'm doing this. And so I feel like I don't want to say you don't care what anybody thinks about you, but like you're past that. Like if you're doing something creative, for example, you're putting it out there. You don't give a crap whatever criticism might come or whatever people might say about it or whatever opinion they might have about it. You're like, this is how I'm expressing myself, or this is the statement I'm making, or this is what I feel people need to hear, or this is what I feel people need to see. Like you don't have any patience for anybody who doesn't agree with what you're doing or doesn't support you in what you're doing. That's one thing that's coming up with this full moon in Libra. We are looking at support systems, like, who has our back, who's helping us, who's not. And you're just like, to heck with it. I don't have time to wait for you to step up. And so whoever's going to step up, whoever's going to be supportive, I can find those people along the way. I can't take into consideration anyone who's not sharing my vision or who doesn't believe in what I'm doing. So I feel there's just this sense of like, you're just ready for, whoever wants to fall away to fall away. You're not even sitting and listening to the negativity or to the criticism. The next card that's coming up here for the Scorpio collective is the Emperor. Now, this is interesting because I feel this is someone coming into the situation. It could be an aspect of yourself because there's Scorpio element here to the Emperor, but there's also Aries element to the Emperor. So there could be big changes and shifts for you in Scorpio, wherever you have Scorpio placement. There could be big changes and shifts for you if you have any Aries placements. But you could be dealing with a fellow Scorpio or an Aries, sun, moon, rising, or Venus that might be a very significant person in this time in your life. Could be a significant soulmate, whether it's romantic or non-romantic, but there could be a significant Scorpio or Aries coming into this time in your life. And the Emperor is very much about structure, order, and discipline. So, like I said, I feel like the Emperor is somebody else coming into the situation versus the energy of the Scorpio collective. And so I feel like this could be somebody coming in giving you structure, regardless of zodiac sign. This could be somebody coming in and giving you structure or like guidance that this is how to do it, or this is the formula, or this is the plan. I feel like somebody is coming in as like manager or leader. If you're doing something creative, maybe some of you are signing on with like a what's it called? Is it a talent manager? What is it called? You know what we know what I'm talking about, like somebody like an agent, a talent agent. Maybe some of you are getting signed on with a talent agency, or like somebody who's getting you out there. Some of you might have someone who's like coaching you, or giving you direction and how you're putting things out there. For some of you, it could be a divine masculine energy coming in and giving you direction. Okay, with this Emperor energy. So it could be divine masculine that you're calling in. Some of you may be stepping into divine masculine energy, but for whatever reason, I feel the Emperor is someone coming into the situation. And I feel the time frame of this being over the next few weeks, right? So things are happening this week that are setting things in motion, and over the next few weeks these things are happening. When I have major arcana cards come in back to back, it tells me we're coming into a time where there's going to be big changes in a short period of time. So a lot of this stuff might feel like it's coming out of nowhere. A lot of this stuff might feel like it's happening all of a sudden. But definitely things moving forward, things taking structure, things taking root. Like this is manifestation and permanence with these two cards coming in together. Now, interestingly enough, your next card here is the Seven of Cups. And Seven of Cups can be when we don't know what we want to do because we have a lot of options. But Seven of Cups can also be a situation in which we're like, oh my goodness, I feel like I'm dreaming. Is this actually happening? And to have the Magician card come in with the Emperor, I don't feel like you're confused, Scorpio. I don't feel the energy of you feeling like, oh, I don't know what to choose. Magician coming in with the Emperor, you're very clear on what you want, where you're headed, what you're doing. So the Seven of Cups feels more like is this actually happening? Like, am I dreaming? Which is interesting because Cancerian had a similar message coming for them. So maybe some of you are dealing with a Cancerian, or maybe if you have Cancerian placements, but there is that one similar familiar energy between the two readings of this sense of like, am I dreaming? Like this is actually happening. That's what I feel here with the Seven of Cups. Now the next card coming up here for the Scorpio collective is another major arcana card. So we have massive shifts ahead, breaking out of past life agreements, karmic cycles, karmic situations. We have the Hermit card here. Hermit card can be Virgo energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And it's really interesting here because we have Virgo element with the Magician, and we have Virgo element here with the Hermit. So you're starting with this energy and you're ending with this energy. Something is coming full circle for you. If you have Virgo placements, and I know a lot of you Scorpios do, because I've said in previous readings that I'm Virgo Venus and Taurus Moon, and you're like, oh, I'm Taurus this, oh, I'm a Virgo that. So I know a lot of you have Virgo placements, and so the fact that it's coming up here, the first card Magician, and it's ending with the Hermit, this Virgo energy. I feel like those of you who have Virgo placements, something is coming full circle in your life, in that area of your life, in that house. Like something is returning, something is reconnecting, something is coming full circle. And it feels to me like world card energy. Like this is this is what was meant to happen, or this is how it was meant to work out. I don't want to say that something is unresolved, because I don't feel unresolved, but I feel a continuation of a story. Like so if there was an issue of like divine timing, then the timing is now for this thing to transpire, for this thing to happen. But I feel a sense of something in your Virgo placement coming full circle. Hermit card is also a card of awakening, seeing the light, putting yourself out there. And I said, I feel like a lot of you are coming out of hermit mode, right? I don't feel like you're going into hermit mode. I feel like you're coming out of hermit mode, like ready. You know who you are. You know what you want. You know what you believe. You have a strong sense of your spiritual beliefs that are like acting as your compass at this time. And so I feel a sense of like going out into the world. I feel the sense of the, caterpillar that was in the cocoon. The wings have grown out, and now it's coming out of the cocoon, and it's going out into the world of butterfly, right? It's going to go places and see things the caterpillar could never even dream of. As a butterfly, it's going to have experiences the caterpillar could never even have dreamed of. And so I feel a sense of emergence with these cards, like you're emerging. I don't feel like you're going into the shadows. You might find, though, however, that coming out of this hermit cycle, or hermit period, you might find that you require a lot more alone time than previously. So you might find that you're more so taking breaks from people, or making sure that you're making time for alone time to kind of like recharge your batteries. I also feel like you're keeping your circle very, 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 very small, very small, right? Some of you maybe have had a little bit of an entourage. You've had a small circle, but it's been like an entourage. And I'm getting a sense of like no more entourage, no more, these are my people, I take them with me everywhere, like we're a small, no, like you're enjoying solitude. You're enjoying solitude. And so I feel like, yes, you're putting yourself out there, you're having these experiences, but you're also finding that you're needing more time to just kind of disconnect for everybody, recharge the battery, and then like, join your people again. That's the vibe I'm feeling here. You might want to check out your other placements. Some weeks your other placements might resonate more than whatever placement this might be for you. There's a playlist in the description that will take you to the other videos. There's also a playlist that will take you to the love videos if you want to check those out. And if you would like to schedule a private reading with me, I've got readings starting at $20, but I am having a sale through the 31st of March on the 30-minute video readings. Those usually go for $50 until the 31st of March. They're going for $25. You can check out the different readings listed in the description. If anything looks good to you, please feel free to click on the link. It will take you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous week ahead. Take care and be well, my darlings.